Verse 11. Now I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse, and he who sat on him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he judges and makes war. He saw heaven opened. In verse 11 of chapter 19, John the Beloved sees heaven opened. But in chapter 4 of Revelation, John the Beloved sees a door opened in heaven. So in chapter 4 he sees the door opened in heaven, but in 19 verse 11 he sees heaven itself opened, not a door. Because now we're coming towards the judgment, the second coming of the Messiah. No more doors. Heaven will be split in half and opened, and every eye will see the glorious King of Kings and Lord of Lords coming to judge the whole world who rejected him in his first coming. So I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse, and he who sat on him was called Faithful and True. Who is this faithful and true? And in righteousness he judges and makes war. None but Jesus Christ of Nazareth. All glory to his holy and mighty name. Now, why white horse? And by the way, if you think there are horses in heaven, then you're mistaken. The book of Revelation, or the Holy Bible, is speaking in our language for us to comprehend and relate to. In heaven there are no horses, there are no animals. We've said this before so many times, and we'll say it again. Now, the only one who can make it to heaven are human beings. Why? Because out of the entire God's creations, the only creation that has a spirit is the human being. Animals have a body and a soul. They do not have a spirit. And the only one that is going back to heaven is the spirit. That's why human beings are the only creation out of all other creations of God that have a spirit in them. Therefore, the only ones who will make it to heaven are the human race. So if you have a pet and you're so attached to that pet, I'm so sorry to break these news to you. You will not have your pet with you in paradise, or later on, by the grace of the Lord, into the Father's house. No animals, no pets, okay? Only human beings. But the Holy Bible is speaking in our language and said, there was a white horse. So there are no horses in heaven. Behold, a white horse, and he who sat on him was called Faithful and True. Why white horse? You see, the Lord Jesus here is coming to judge. Because in righteousness, he judges and makes war. Why white? The color white represents righteousness. The color white represents fairness. The color white represents peace, no anger. So he's coming to judge. Even in his judgment, he will judge fairly and he will judge calmly. He won't be angry, furious, fuming, trying to abolish everyone who went against him. No, he will judge with absolute peace, calmness, fairness, but sharp like a sword. See, one thing about the Lord Jesus, he never loses his control, no matter what happens. Us humans, we do. A lot of times, we lose our control, we lose our balance, we lose it, we get angry. And when we get angry, everything is a blackout now. I'll say whatever, I'll do whatever, I'll break whatever comes in my way. But the Lord, even when he is angry, he is cool, calm, and collected. You go over there, and you come over here. Thank you. Case closed. So the horse is white to say that he's doing it fairly, he's doing it calmly, he's doing it with control. But he is fair.